Friday, 8 teams from all over the state came down, and they had participated in a semi-sectional tournament. And so it was already pre-bracketed by the high school association. And so 8 teams came down last night. Most of them got here about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, checked into their motels, came out, checked their weights early, and then we had weigh-in at 5 to 5:30 Friday night. So all 8 teams wrestled last night, 4 at 6 o'clock, 4 at 8 o'clock, and those winners advanced to 1 o'clock this afternoon semifinals. And then the 2 losers wrestled at 6 o'clock this evening, and the 2 winners for the championship, first and second place. And so that's it kind of in a nutshell.
After 2 days of wrestling, the 1989 finals found a newcomer to the state finals competition in the Rockets of Tolono Unity High, who were 20-4 in the regular season. Standing in the way of Tolono's first state title was a wrestling powerhouse in the defending state champion and undefeated Bulldogs of Mahomet Seymour. The 103-pound match pitted freshman Jeff Castor of Mahomet Seymour against junior Eric Meeks of Tolono. Meeks reversed Castor in the second period to take the lead in the match. But falling prey to his own move, Castor caught Meeks on a reversal, and Meeks found himself on his back and behind in the match. Jeff Castor rode out the rest of the match and put Mahomet Seymour on the board first, 3-0, with a 6-4 decision. Tolono head coach Bill Billman knew his team could not get behind on Mahomet and sent senior Tim Adams to the mat to take on Mahomet sophomore Nazar Kasem in the 112-pound match. Kasem took the lead late in the second period on a takedown. But Adams pulled a quick switch reversal to come back. The match ended in a deadlock 4-4. With the tie, Mahomet Seymour led Tolono 5-2. The 119-pound match featured 2 top wrestlers in Mahomet's Jason Sargent, who was 28-13 during the regular season, against Tolono's Mike Jones, who was 30-15. The quickness of Jason Sargent wore down Jones, and Sargent's 6-2 victory moved Mahomet out to an 8-2 lead. Mahomet's Brett Camden was rated as the top wrestler in the state at 125 pounds with an incredible 49-0 record. He proved to be a giant too big to topple for Tolono freshman Marvin Jackson, who Camden pinned in just 54 seconds. 6 points for the pin, and Mahomet extended their lead to 14-2. Needing to score quickly, Tolono's 130-pounder Eric Stunkard faced Jason Heinhold, who was 45-3 during the regular season. Heinhold aggressively dominated the match, cruising to an 11-1 victory. Mahomet was beginning to taste a state title. James Heinhold followed in the footsteps of his brother in the 135-pound match as he led 15-1 before pinning Tolono's Ryan Mount. The Heinhold duo had catapulted Mahomet to a 24-2 lead. Mahomet Seymour was on a roll and sent out Mike Shurik to keep up the pace in the 140-pound match. And that he did as he dominated Bill Balling 13-3 for a major decision. Muhammad could clinch a state title with a pin in the 145-pound match as Scott Ellis took on Tolono's Kenny Midkiff. Ellis overpowered Midkiff in the third period, winning 8-5, pushing Muhammad to the brink of victory. Down 31-2, Tolono knew it was now or never. Senior Sean McKeon took things into his own hands and scored a major decision over Muhammad's Aaron Fancher, 11-4. Now it was Tolono's time for some excitement as Terry Bagwell took to the mat against Muhammad's Troy Seaton at 160 pounds. Up 9-2 in the second period, Bagwell flipped Seaton for the pin and another Tolono victory. But Muhammad dashed Tolono's hopes of a comeback when 171-pounder Roy Vandeveer pinned Tolono's Steve Davis in a mere minute 48, clinching the 1989 state title. However, Tolono proved they would be back and strong next year with pins over Muhammad in the 189 and 275-pound matches. The final, Muhammad Seymour 37, Tolono Unity 22.
It's too much to describe. It was just super. In the semifinals, our crowd was a little bit asleep, and we got behind in the very beginning. Then we started coming back, and our crowd just really got our kids going. And it was just a super effort on their part. And we're just happy at this point to be able to say we brought them back another state championship.
Well, we'd wrestled Unity before, and they really didn't have a very good 25-pounder, so I really wasn't worried about it. And when I went out there, he took a bad shot. All I did was snap him down and then got into a cradle and just turned him over and pinned him. That's about all that happened.
It's time to visit one of the world's great garden spots. The Lawn and Garden Department at your local True Value hardware store, where you'll find this dependable deluxe Lawn Chief 20-inch mower with 3.5 horsepower engine for just $149.88. The Poland 16-inch gas chainsaw with accessories is only $139.99. And this powerful electric blower from Weed Eater clears debris fast for just $25.88. At participating True Value hardware stores and home centers.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Weight Room. I'm your host John Abdel. Each week I meet with expert guests and world-class athletes to discuss how they use weight training to prepare for competition. We demonstrate various applications of weight training from all sports and show specific techniques developed by the experts. We also focus on the future of fitness, exercise, nutrition, and sports medicine. So if you're a fitness enthusiast, tune into the Weight Room each week here on this channel.
What's it gonna take to win the Stanley Cup? Guts, determination, tight checking, magnificence, spirited play, razzle-dazzle, greatness, clutch goaltending, a little bit of luck, and goals. Lots of them. April 5th, the NHL's best take their best shot at bringing the Stanley Cup home. And we'll take you all the way to the finals.
From West Leyden High School in North Lake, Illinois, Sports Vision presents the Class A Dual Team Wrestling 1989 State Tournament Finals. Hi, everybody. We greet you from West Leyden High School. I'm Mike Lederman. Joining me, Rob Sherrill. Rob writes, of course, wrestling for the Sun-Times, also edits the Grappler Wrestling newsletter and newspaper. Rob, we've got two teams here who are undefeated coming in. We've got Providence New Lenox with Coach Mike Poles and DeKalb 22-0. What does it look like?
Well, the match of unbeatens, anything can happen, obviously. Providence, the defending Class AA champion. DeKalb was third last year. They've both been to this state meet before. They know what it's all about, and I think it could be a very good match.
We shall see. Let's find out who our wrestlers are going to be, and let's go to our public address announcer, Gene Drendel. Gene?
And now I want to introduce the wrestlers for tonight's championship bout. At 103 pounds for DeKalb, Frank Laconi. His opponent from Providence, Luke Pascal. At 112 pounds for the DeKalb Bars, Berto Garcia. Wrestling for Providence, Sean Maher. At 119 pounds for DeKalb, John Dotes. For Providence, at 119, Jeff Courtright. At 125, wrestling for DeKalb, Andy Heinisch. His opponent from Providence, Ken Gertis.
Ken Gertis, one of 3 state champions on the Providence team.
At 130, for DeKalb, Sam Walt. For Providence, Doug Bradley. At 135 pounds, wrestling for the Barbs, Cass Lundgren. For Providence, at 135, John Stepanovich. At 140 for DeKalb, Jerry Evans. His opponent from Providence, Fred Ratio. At 145, wrestling for DeKalb, Mike Walt. His opponent from Providence, Sean Bormet.
Sean Bormet, 52-0 this season, state champ.
At 152 for DeKalb, Paul Hanley. His opponent from Providence at 152, Jim Bennett. At 160 for DeKalb, Brett Hokirk. At 160 for Providence, Tom Gens. At 171, wrestling for DeKalb, Doug Anderson. His opponent from Providence, Nick Naponsky. At 189, wrestling for DeKalb, Tyler Donnelly. His opponent from Providence, Mike McClarence. At 275 for DeKalb, Eric Baker. And for DeKalb, for Providence, Marty Nowak. Other wrestlers for
Those are the
DeKalb,
lineups.
Randy Burke. For Providence,
13 weight
Brian
classes, and Rob and I will talk about this as we did in the individual championships, which we broadcast. They have changed the weight classes this year. More in the middle, fewer lightweight classes, and you and I both think that's going to change a little bit.
It's possible. I think the consensus is among coaches in the state anyway that we need to have more weight classes at the lower end because many more young kids are coming into high school with wrestling experience, and the weight classes really need to reflect that, particularly in a state like Illinois.
Sure, they started, instead of at 98 pounds, they started at 103. And the feeling is that more of the wrestlers are in that 135, 140, 145 pound weight class. But you said the other day that the second most busy category, if you will, in high school wrestling is in that 98 pound class.
That's correct, according to a survey taken by the chairman of our state advisory board of over 10,000 wrestlers, and I think that's a pretty representative sample.
Okay, they're introducing the officials now.
Dan Fernosi. From Northbrook, Jack Lees. From Melrose Park, Ed Ludy. From Naperville, David Matthews.
David Matthews will be one of the
From
officials working the
Norfolk,
final.
Harold Samorian.
The rest of the officials have worked the rest of the tournament. Gene Swarcheski will be the other referee for the final.
Park, Mike Wilkie.
And again, briefly, the function of the referees. There are two, but only one has authority. The other one can be used to talk to a referee, maybe talk about a decision, but it is the lead referee's decision, period. He cannot be overruled unless he decides to change his mind.
Playing of our national anthem.
Now we have the presentation of the colors and our national anthem. And we'll be ready for the first match of the evening right after this commercial break. So stay tuned.
At Solozzi Edelson Chevrolet, we always guarantee you can't beat our price on any new car or truck, or we'll give you back the difference in cash.
For example, this low price buys this Cavalier VL Coupe.
And this Corsica four-door sedan at this low price. And you'll find similar savings on thousands of new cars and trucks all ready for immediate delivery.
At Solozzi Edelson Chevrolet in Elmhurst at York and Roosevelt Roads, where you always save more money.
The everyday Sport Mart price is guaranteed the lowest in town. I get the difference in cash. It's the ESP guarantee.
For the way you play.
When I shop for athletic shoes, Sport Mart's my shoe store. The prices are guaranteed lowest, and they have the brands my team needs.
For the way you play.
Play basketball at Reebok Breakaways. You'll save $15 and get better support. Only $54.87. Sport Mart guarantees Reebok for less.
Sport Mart. For the way you play.
Hi, I'm Joe Nundeck of the Calgary Flames with reason number 25 to enjoy NHL hockey. Power plays.
Seconds to go on the power play. Wrist shot. Score! It's a power play goal!
Get the action reaction. Watch NHL hockey.
Okay, the first of 13 matches to determine the 1989 state wrestling champion about to get underway at 103 pounds for DeKalb. Frank Lacone, a freshman, 15 years old, 36-3 record for the year. It's a tough spot to be for a freshman, but I guess if he weren't good, he wouldn't be here.
Lacone is a tremendous talent for a freshman. Had a great year, qualified for the state tournament, was a sectional champion. Didn't quite place in the state meet, but he's definitely somebody to watch in the future for DeKalb.
DeKalb in the black. His opponent, Luke Pascal, who finished third in the state this year. Pascal, a junior, 16 years old. And he's considerably taller, about 5 inches taller than Lacone. Again, 3 2-minute periods.
Pascal's one of the tallest 103-pounders you'll ever see at 5'8". He himself admits he's not very strong, not very quick, but with those long arms and legs, you can see he's got a great deal of leverage.
Pascal, a junior, Lacone, a freshman. 1 minute, 20 seconds left to go in the first period, no scoring. And again, we will go through the scoring for you. If you are new to high school wrestling, remember, you're not going to see flying head scissors and step over toe holes. This is not the Hulkster. This is amateur wrestling, much more scientific and no less entertaining. Trying for the takedown is
nice
Pascal
ankle pick
gets it,
takedown there by Pascal. Changed his level, shot in, picked the far ankle of Lacone and brought him to the mat.
Pascal, 48 wins, only 6 defeats this year. Now the scoring is really important just from a team standpoint. Certainly it's good for individuals to win matches, but the ultimate winner is the team with the most points, and you can score points in a variety of ways. A pin is worth 6 points. A technical fall, meaning a decision by 15 points or greater, is worth 5 points. A regular decision, meaning a decision from 1 to 7
30
points,
seconds now. 30 seconds.
is worth 3, and from 8 to 14 is worth 4. So there's lots of maneuvering in order to score. And you're listening to Gene Swercheski, the white-haired gentleman who is in this match the associate referee. Again, David Matthews, the lead official. All the calls are his to make, although he can consult with his associate. 5 seconds left to go in the first period. 2-0. Pascal on top ahead as we end period number 1. Well, if you're a freshman, have you gotten your jitters out, or didn't you happen to begin with at this level?
Oh, I don't think you had him to begin with. Lacone has been around a long time, wrestled for several years before he got to high school. He's wrestled in the state tournament at Champaign. He's a kind of a seasoned veteran by now, even wrestling a state place winner like Pascal, who was 3rd at 103.
Looking for the takedown on Pascal, and he gets it. Boy, you can hear the DeKalb rooting section. They really enjoy that.
One other way to score, of course, in a dual meet is the draw. There are no overtime matches in a dual meet. If the match ends tied at the end of 6 minutes, it's a tie, declared a draw, and each team gets 2 team points.
Go ahead, Rob.
I'm sorry. The other key in a dual meet is that it's not enough a lot of the time just to win. The key in a dual meet is how much you win by. You're trying to bonus points by pins, technical falls, or major decisions are very important in a dual meet. In a match like this, you're going to try for every bonus point you can get.
Under a minute to go now in the middle period. Still tied at 2. Each wrestler with a takedown. And now David Matthews calls a stalemate and breaks them. That's Luke Pascal from Providence, New Lenox in the green. Frank Lacone from DeKalb in black. 30 seconds to go in the second period.
Now, 30 seconds.
And they award a point.
10 now.
Loss of control for Pascal. He gets an escape. Lacone trying to spin behind to get another takedown. Looks like he won't have time to do it.
And there it is. So Luke Pascal with 3 points. Frank Lacombe with 2 going into the final 2 minutes.
Pascal with the option here to start the third period, chooses down. He'll try to escape or get a reversal for some additional points.
Referee Matthews encouraging them to do a little more wrestling and less pushing and shoving. First warning for stalling is just that, a warning. After that, they can give your opponent points. Interesting action right here as Pascal is trying to use all 5'8" to get up.
This is where Pascal is very dangerous. Very difficult to maintain control in this situation. All Pascal has to do is get his head out here, and he's going to have points. Hasn't been quite able to do it yet. He's broken the hand control. Now he's just trying to get that head out so he can get the reversal.
David Matthews watching very closely. Not yet. Now they call a reversal, and they give Pascal 2 more points. He leads 5-2 with under 50 seconds left in this first match.
This is a very key match in this dual meet because Lacombe is really the best of DeKalb's lightweight wrestlers. It's going to be 130 pounds before they have another reasonably good chance to win. And with Pascal beating Lacombe here 5-2 with 30 seconds left, it looks like Providence is going to open up a big early lead as they have in so many of their matches.
For near fall points here.
15 seconds.
Final 10 seconds of the match. It is still 5-2 for Providence.
Pascal with that, using that leverage, those long arms and legs, he finally turned Lacombe to his back.
And there it is. So Providence New Lenox wins the first match. They give him a total of 8 points, 8-2. So that's a 6-point decision and earns 3 points for Providence.
8-2. Yeah, he was coming.
So right now it stands at 3-0. Providence gets the first points. Over to the 112-pound match. For DeKalb, Berto Garcia, a 16-year-old junior with a record of 20 wins, 13 losses. Sean Mahar, a senior, 18 years old, who finished 3rd in the state recently at the finals in Champaign.
Two green.
For Mahar, quickly 2 points.
Mahar is an excellent scrambler. You don't want to get into a flurry with him. He had the first good takedown shot and nice counter by Garcia, but that's where Mahar gets really dangerous, and he's looking for back points here.
That is Mahar in the green for New Lenox of Providence. Now he's got him on his back.
Turned him over with just a simple half Nelson, and now Garcia's in a lot of trouble.
Bites him
3
off.
points, all green.
You heard Gene Swarczewski, 3 points, so it's a 5-0 lead. Good strong start for Providence here.
You're down, face me.
Garcia assumes the down position.
All right, set. Come on, green.
Both these wrestlers, a couple of former stars in the old days of the 98-pound weight class. Mahar, of course, finished 3rd in the state last year at 98. 1 match away from placing this year at 112 pounds. Garcia was a state qualifier last year in the 98-pound class. Now he's grown a little bit, still trying to adjust to the extra size. Didn't qualify for state this year, but both these wrestlers have been there before.
Mahar a senior, Garcia a junior.
Easy. One red.
And they give an escape point to Garcia, so it's 5-1. Mahar leads. Final 10 seconds here in period 1. And that's the end of the first period, 5-1. Sean Mahar from Providence, New Lenox has the lead.
Down. DeKalb down. Second period.
Berto Garcia with the option to start the second period chose the down position. Again, the wrestler with the option in the second period has the choice of choosing top, bottom, neutral, or defer the choice to his opponent. The opponent must then choose either top, bottom, or neutral.
Green, green, green.
Mike Poles, the Providence coach, yelling some instructions to Sean Mahar.
The score is still 5-1.
Poles, the first-year head coach of the Celtics, was an assistant to Tim Rudiger for 5 years, including last year when they won the dual-team state title. Really a favorite of his wrestlers. They really want to win this state title for their coach.
All right, set, Red. Come on, Green.
One minute gone here in the second period. 5-1. Mahar leads over Berto Garcia.
Work the turn now. Work the turn. Up. Red, you're still down.
Wrestlers go out of the circle, so they'll bring them back to the middle with 43 seconds to go here in the second period. Mike Poles up and around on the sidelines. Very animated when he's talking to his wrestlers.
Green.
Dan Cliff, the head coach of the Barbs of DeKalb.
He's just kind of sitting passionately by now, Dan Cliff is. He wants to get through these next 3 weight classes without too much damage and give him a shot heading into the 130-pound weight class where he starts to match up a little better with Providence.
Final 15 seconds here in period number 2. No scoring in this period.
Work the turn. That's boy.
That's the referee, Swarczewski, saying, work the turn. He's not dictating strategy. He's just telling them what they're permitted to do.
We got Green down. Third period. Green set.
Mahar on the bottom, Garcia on the top. Garcia's got a lot of work to make up here in the final 2 minutes.
In a dual meet.
It looks like Garcia got kicked in the eye. They give a point on the escape to Mahar, but the immediate problem here is Garcia.
It's like Garcia got a poke in the eye right there.
And there's bleeding in the eye, and I think that will, or that may well finish Garcia for the match. They start well, in this case they would start an injury clock. Every wrestler is allowed 2 minutes per match of injury time, but if blood is drawn, that goes out the window, and now they're concerned over the eye of Berto Garcia.
And that's crucial in this match. Again, in a dual meet, if you're...
We'll take a look and see where we can find that happening. Oh, it was really quick. It may have been an elbow.
Yeah, either an elbow or perhaps the knee.
Well, maybe we'll come back. We're going to have some time here. Maybe we can take a look at that again in even slower motion when we come back. You were saying before the replay came on, Rob.
Correct. In a dual meet, when you're favored to win, your task is to get as many bonus points as you can. When you're not favored to win, your task is to give up as few points as you can. In this case, Garcia leads 6-1. He wants to win the match, but even more important, he's in a position right now where if the match ended this way, he'd only give up 3 points to Providence. He wants to keep it right there. He doesn't want to give up a major decision, a technical
4
fall
points,
or a pin.
5 points or
and,
6 points.
Give Providence even more points than they've got right now. If they hold Sean Maher to a 3-point decision, that's about the best that DeKalb can hope for.
Well, let's take a look again and look at the replay closely. We see Garcia getting up, and
looks like the left elbow.
All right, Garcia is eager to get out there. So eager, in fact, he forgot his headgear. So we're going to take another second or two to get that fixed up. He'll have a nice shiner over there, over that left eye. May have split the eyebrow, I think is what happened.
Yeah, looks like they had to tape that up just a little bit.
Okay, 1:58 to go as things happened right at the start of the third period. 6-1 the score for Sean Maher of Providence New Lenox.
Stay in the match. Stay in the match. Stay out there. Stay out there. Easy now. Easy.
Off the mat they go. Maher looking for that quick takedown.
Maher looking for the bonus point that a major decision or more can provide. He wants to score points here.
Circle, circle, circle.
And he's giving Berto Garcia a lot of motion right now.
You want timeout?
More than
Right here.
Maher, I think, got poked in the eye too, and the official asked if he wanted a timeout, and Sean said no. He now has a 5-point lead. He needs an 8-point lead to gain the additional point, the bonus point. There were some scoring revisions this year. We can talk about them a little bit. Out of bounds they come with 1:08 to go.
The major scoring revision this year was the change in scoring for a technical fall from 6 points to 5. There was pretty much a decision that a technical fall is not a pin and therefore should not be given the same number of points.
A technical fall meaning a decision by 15 points as opposed to an out-and-out pin. So a technical fall is worth 5, pin is worth 6. They also knocked out the superior decision category, right, from...
One red, neutral.
That's correct. The superior decision used to be 5 points, and now with the downgrade of the technical fall, the superior decision was eliminated, and now we simply have a 4-point major decision in addition to the technical fall.
Garcia getting an escape point, so it's now 8-2 with 34 seconds to go in this match. Once again, Providence on its way to 3 more points in the team scoring. Remember, this is strictly a team decision here. The individual matches are basically meaningless except for the individual's record. What's important here is which team wins. This has been a team tournament.
What team wins and how many points you can get for your team. Maher desperately needs a takedown here to earn the 8-point decision and a major for his team.
Stay out there. Stay out there.
8 seconds to go.
Maher a little frustrated right now.
Hey, cool it right now.
And you can see the official very much in control of the match. And there it is. A 3-point decision for Sean Maher.
Big hands.
Another 8-2 decision, 6 points. Gives Providence 3 team points, a total of 6, with DeKalb yet to score. Let's go to the 119s for DeKalb. John Doak, a sophomore, with a record of 15-20 on the year, and Jeff Courtwright, a state qualifier this year, a senior, with a record of 44-5. So, going by records, it would certainly seem that Courtwright would have a tremendous advantage here and maybe a chance for a pin.
Courtwright marvelous on his feet. very good at changing his levels. You'll watch him tie up Doak here and try and spin behind for takedowns. That's what he does best.
There's the first one. 1:35 to go. 2 points for Jeff Courtright.
And this is what you'll see Courtright do the entire match. He probably won't do much riding against Doak. He'll try to win the match on his feet. Don't be surprised to see 6, 7, 8, perhaps 8 takedowns from Courtright in this match.
1:30 to go. 30 seconds gone here in the first period. Doak only a sophomore, Courtright a senior.
Courtright an excellent cross-country runner for the Providence Celtics as well, so you know he's in condition.
Doak trying to flip Courtright on his back.
1 minute now, 1 minute.
David Matthews, the lead official here, and Gene Swercheski becomes the assistant referee.
You know, they went to the assistant referee concept a couple of years ago, and it's been very effective, especially in these important matches like you see in the individual and team state tournaments. Of course, the lead official is the only one that can make a call. He's responsible for watching the match and watching the wrestlers.
30 seconds.
The assistant referee serves as the ears and eyes of the head official. He watches the clock. He communicates with the table. They work as a team, and it's really improved officiating in these important matches.
And here in these
15
matches,
now, 15.
the two referees switch off. Each match they change from being the lead official to the assistant. Both are very, very experienced, very qualified. 6 seconds to go, still 2-0 for Providence. Jeff Courtright. His team leads on the basis of 2 decisions in the first 2 matches. 6-0.
Two. That's it.
Time runs out. And that's the end of the first period. Still 2-0. Providence looking for its second consecutive title. Be the first school since Addison Trail back 9 and 10 years ago to do that. 2 in a row.
They'd be the first team to do it in the since the dual team concept was founded 6 years ago.
Right. We of course had 5 years of dual meet and individual meet combined down in Champaign. This is the first year they've gone back to the other system where they have, as Courtright lets this man escape, try for takedowns. They used to have the individual matches, the individual championships and the team championships the same weekend, which really put a lot of strain on the wrestlers, especially if you were in both the individual finals and team finals.
And it's really a relief for these Providence wrestlers not to be wrestling both tournaments in the same weekend. It showed last week, 3 state champions. This weekend they've been unstoppable in the team tournament so far.
Another takedown for Courtright and an escape for Doak. So it's now a 4-2 score with 1:05 to go in the second period.
Courtright, a good, solid, basic wrestler, not really much of a pinner. You probably wouldn't expect much in the way of pinpoints here.
Got 2 more takedown points.
Now it's 6-2. That's his 3rd takedown of the match. Courtright, you'd expect to try and pile up the points as quickly as possible.
Again, more than a 15-point advantage would lead to a technical fall. And letting the man escape is a deliberate move, obviously, on the part of Courtright, because he feels he can easily swap 2 for 1 by getting another takedown. Gets the legs over, and he does it again.
45.
Beautiful ankle pick takedown there by Courtright.
8-3, and Matthews breaking up what's deemed a potentially dangerous hold.
Potentially dangerous on both knees.
Get his finger caught in the shoelace.
You cannot put pressure against the normal movement of a joint. Very important concept of wrestling. 5-point lead here in this match for Providence. Jeff Courtright. You see the strategy.
Courtright using the optional freestyle, international style start there. 2 hands in the back with the thumbs touching. It's now allowable in the high school style.
8-4 and looking for another takedown. Once he develops control, he'll get 2 more points, if he does. 15 seconds to go here, both wrestlers off the mat.
15 seconds.
Doak on the season, 15 wins, 20 defeats. Courtright has won 44 of 49 matches.
Courtright in there with that front headlock again. That's where he's so dangerous.
2.
Final seconds of the second period, and it ends with the score. Providence, Jeff Courtright 8-4 over John Doak. Now here Courtright will be on the bottom looking for an escape. You're looking there at Mike Poles and his assistant. And on the other side, Dan Cliff. Dan's in his 6th season at DeKalb. Courtright trying for the escape. Doak holding on to the legs.
Watch the knee.
Once again, David Matthews breaks them. 1:48 left in this match. DeKalb looking for its first match points. And there's an escape. 1 point for Courtright, makes it 9-4.
No problem breaking the hand control there for Courtright. Spun around, faced Doak, and got the escape.
Another takedown. 11-4. Lets him go for 1 point. So another takedown will get him an 8-point lead and a chance at a major decision, meaning 4 points for his team instead of 3.
One minute now.
Final minute of the match. 6-point lead here for Providence. .42 seconds left.
Courtright still needing 1 takedown to put himself in position to win a major decision, and there it is.
13-5, 8 points.
8-point differential, 30 seconds.
Just quickness by Courtright, pulling Doak out of his stance and spinning behind for the takedown. Now trying to tilt him to his back for additional points.
20 seconds left.
15 seconds now. 15.
Doak trying to minimize the damage right here.
Doak needs an escape.
A warning for Doak for stalling. 5 seconds.
5, 2.
Well, there it is, a 13-5 decision for Providence. Jeff Courtright giving his team 4 points, a 10-0 lead. We'll be back to West Leyden High School in just a minute.
When you're up against tough dirt, come to True Value Hardware Stores, where tough competitors take it away. With strong Palmyra bristles and a self-locking handle, this Super Brute 18-inch broom from Empire is just $8.99. Get floors shiny clean in no time flat with this easy Roll-O-Matic sponge mop, only $7.99. And put trash away to stay inside the super tough roughneck container from Rubbermaid, just $12.88 at participating True Value Hardware Stores and home centers.
Gleason, we're up to your picturesque eyebrows in mail. Where did all this, look at this stuff. We got stuff from Skokie, from East Chicago, North Chicago, West Chicago, Pilsen, South Chicago. What's this all about?
Gleason, these are comments on those great commercials you've been doing for us. Let's do another one.
You're the star of the commercials.
Thank you, Gleason, but you're the star of the commercials.
Thank you, Gleason. Brought to you by Gleason Chevy, Gleason's Golf Mill Ford, and Gleason Dodge Jeep Eagle.
When you want the most complete, most current, and most accurate nightly wrap-up show on television, you want Sports Nightly. Every evening, Sports Nightly brings you all the scores, highlights, and breaking stories from around the world of sports. You'll be on top of all the action from both the professional and college ranks. Whether it takes place on the hardwood, ice, diamond, or gridiron, you can be sure Sports Nightly will be there. So watch Sports Nightly every night right here for expert coverage you can't afford to miss.
Here's one of the moves of Jeff Courtwright to get a major decision over John Doak.
Watch the motion that Courtwright gives Doak, gets him off his stance, pulls him by him, spins behind for the takedown. Just speed and quickness there.
Well, we go to the 125-pound match, and we see the first of Providence's state champions, Ken Gerdes. Ken Gerdes, a very experienced wrestler at green, against Andy Heinisch. Heinisch, a junior, 16 years old. No slouch himself, 26-9-1 his record. Gerdes won at 125 in Champaign this year. Qualified in 88, second at 98 pounds in 1987. As a freshman, he is just a junior.
Warning, red, you're blocking with your head.
You heard the call from the official.
Quick warning to Heinisch for blocking with the head. Gerdes, as you can see, the double underhook with his arms underneath Heinisch's shoulders, trying to move him, trying to get behind him for a takedown.
Watch the quickness of Gerdes' feet, trying to work behind. A minute 15 to go here in the first period.
Gerdes wants to spin around behind Heinisch. Heinisch just wants to keep facing him so he can't get behind him.
You're both up.
Both off the mat. They'll bring him back. Gerdes winning against Chuck Wagner of Oak Lawn in the finals at Champaign. Interesting move here. We'll see where Gerdes can go with it.
Gerdes wants to get that left ankle free, turn around, and now he's got two.
Take down Green.
You heard it, take down Green, the first 2 points of this match. Heinisch and Gerdes, both juniors. Now Gerdes looking for back points here.
Pulled him right back into his back with a suck back move. Took him from the sitting position straight to the back. It's a very difficult move to hit. Requires a lot of strength, but if you can do it. And he's got Heinisch in trouble here.
Big trouble. Heinisch now trying to get off the mat. 10 seconds here in the first period.
These will be big points for Providence if he can
get
it.
A pin. There's the pin at a minute 53 of the first period. Ken Gerdes comes up with a big pin on Andy Heinisch.
Well, Providence needed that, no question about it. Bonus points are so important.
We'll take a look at it here.
Gerdes has the head and arm combination here on Heinisch. Slap the mat.
So it's a 16-0 lead right now for Providence New Lenox. And here's a chance for DeKalb to get on the board with Sam Walt, a junior, going for DeKalb against Doug Bradley of Providence. Sam Walt, we'll see his brother too later on, 16-year-old junior, qualifier at state, 35-2 for a season record.
And this ought to be a pretty even match. Walt with the first good scoring chance here with a single leg, unable to finish it against Bradley. Bradley 5th in last week's state tournament. Walt's didn't place, but he was in a tough bracket.
Whoop. Look at Cliff looking on. 2 points for Providence right there as Doug Bradley on the takedown. A minute 19 to go, first period. We'll show you the takedown again.
Bradley with the single leg attempt, trying to dump Walt to the mat for a takedown, and he does it right on the edge.
Bradley, 49 wins, 5 defeats. Bradley shows he's going to allow the escape by Sam Walt. 1:15 to go, so it's 2-1.
One thing that a dual meet does is it places pressure on your big scorers to get big points. Frank Lacone was one of DeKalb's big scorers at 103 pounds. He lost his match. Sam Walt is another guy they count on. If Walt loses here, it's going to be very difficult for DeKalb to come back simply because two of their big point scorers have been knocked off. That's a lot of pressure for one of your top wrestlers to carry.
45 seconds to go here. The score remains 2-1. Now they have to attend to Bradley.
Start the clock on green, please.
And we're going to, you heard start the clock, meaning part of the 2-minute injury time, but Bradley says forget about it.
All right, here we go.
May have gotten a bit of a mat burn there. (2-1) the score with Doug Bradley and green leading. Here with about 30 seconds to go in the first period. I'm Mike Liederman along with Rob Sherrill, bringing you the dual team championships from West Leyden High School. Bradley again trying to work for a takedown, but they're off the mat. Will take it back with 22 seconds showing on the clock. Providence right now pitching the shutout.
15.
Final 10 seconds here in period 1.
5 now, 5.
Good scoring chance for Walt. Doesn't look like he'll finish it though.
Hey.
End of the first period, Walt trails Doug Bradley. 2-1.
Bradley deferring the choice for the second period. Walt's going to choose down. Bradley will get his choice to start the third period.
Some first period action here.
Both wrestlers trying leg attacks. They go off the mat. Neither can gain control.
As we start the second period, Bradley, after allowing an escape, is now trying to work to flip Sam Walt on his back. Here the officials are concerned about the knees, to the point where they'll break him right here.
Good call.
I guess there's a good example of how the officials work together, where Chesky said to Matthews, good call, don't worry about it. You did the right thing.
Officials very supportive of each other, and they have to be. This is a difficult job, calling a state tournament final.
Off the mat, they'll bring him back. 1:31 on the clock for the second period. The score is tied at 2.
This is no different from any other sport. The best you can hope for is that nobody's going to talk about the officiating.
Walt now trying to get Bradley over.
Bradley trying to work up. If he can work up to the middle of the back or higher, he'll get a takedown, but looks like he won't be able to do it. This will be a stalemate situation.
DeKalb fans starting to cheer, but obviously there was nothing going to happen there, and the officials broke them. 55 seconds to go. The score remains tied at 2. The match score, 16-0. 2 decisions, 1 major decision, and a pin, all in the Providence column once again now. You're watching Bradley. Gets 2 points.
That's good, that's good.
Fireman's carry takedown for Bradley. Just good basic stuff. He leads 4-2. Providence has to be ecstatic with the way the tide turned in the first 4 matches, up 16 points after the strength of their lineup. They'll take their chances with the rest of these matches, going in with a 16-0 lead after 4.
36 seconds here in the second period. And the escape for Sam Walt, 4-3.
Bradley so far has been the winner on his feet. He's taken Walt down twice, and that's the margin.
Final 15 seconds in period 2.
Five, 2.
Second period's over, and it's a one-point match. As you said, Rob, Doug Bradley has had much the better of things with the 2 takedowns. And Walt had better get it together here, otherwise it's not going to be a deep hole for DeKalb. It's going to be a crater.
2 for 1. That's the way you want to go in these kinds of matches. And that's what Doug Bradley has been giving up so far. He's got two pointers. He's given up 3 scores, but all 1-pointers, so he still leads, and there's an escape.
5-3. Bradley with a 2-point lead. Bradley's a senior. Sam Walt is a junior. We will see his brother Mike, who has the unenviable task at 145 of wrestling undefeated state champion Sean Bourmet. "30 seconds gone in period 3. Reversal there by Walt. Did he get the points? The DeKalb crowd wants it, but no. Now the officials are conferring. Interesting here.
One-point technical violation for fleeing the mat for Bradley. Bradley knew he was in trouble there, just trying to get out of bounds. Walt trying to keep him in.
So it's 5-4. Sam Walt very much in this. 1:15 left here. Now the crowd starts to rumble. That's not a takeoff at O'Hare.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Both these teams with great fan support. DeKalb's fans follow them all over the state, and Providence's fans do the same.
53 seconds left here. 5-4. Oh, was that a stall call?
Stalling warning against Bradley, backing out of the circle.
One more, and Doug Bradley will be penalized. 46 seconds to go here. Sam Walt trying to put some points on the board for his team.
Conditioning so important for all these Providence wrestlers. That's one reason that they win a lot of these close matches. We'll see what Doug Bradley's got over the final 30 seconds.
Walt trails by 1, and there, will they give him the points? Mike Bradley says.
Bradley had control on the shuck by, but couldn't get Walt supporting points on the mat, so no takedown.
10 seconds to go, still a 1-point match. Walt looking at the clock, knows he's got to do something. 5 seconds, Bradley
trying to spin behind. There won't be any scoring here.
There it is, the best match of the evening so far. Sam Walt upset, Doug Bradley relieved, and it's a 5-4 decision for Providence, making it 19-0 so far.
And that match was crucial for both Providence and DeKalb for more than just the score.
Well, you can see Doug Bradley did some work.
Right here, Walt shoots in. Bradley trying to spin behind. Walt keeps a hold of the leg, trying to work up, but time will run out on him. As I was saying, that match very important for DeKalb, not just because of the score, but the fact that 2 of their point scorers that they count on in every match, Lacone and Walt, have both lost.
Up to 135 for Providence, John Stepanovich. Cass Lundgren for DeKalb, and right away Lundgren starts out with a takedown. This, I believe, is the first time that any DeKalb wrestler has been ahead at any point this evening.
Stay under that. Stay under that. Don't come down.
Lundgren, just a sophomore, 16 years old, 5'9", a record of 20 wins, 5 defeats and a draw. Stepanovic, 18 and 19. He is a senior. A minute 25 to go in the first period here, and Cass Lundgren has really come out very aggressively.
Set. Don't move now. Come on, man.
Take a look at this from the coach's standpoint.
You're seeing what Dan Cliff sees.
Easy with it now.
Okay, we have an alternate in there. That is not Lundgren. That is Roger Votaw. Votaw for Providence. A junior, 5'9", 17 years old, wrestling here at 135.
Votaw's come out impressively with 2 takedowns against Stepanovic. We're getting into the part of the lineup right now where DeKalb matches up just a little bit better with Providence. The key is going to be how many bonus points they can get from here on out. They need more than just wins. They need major decisions and pins.
Votaw has won 5 of his 6 matches.
Stop. Green, you're still down.
30 seconds to go here. He leads 4-1 for DeKalb.
Set. Come on, Red. One green.
There's Mike Poles. Votaw again, going for the legs. 20 seconds to go here, a 4-2 match. And now, Stepanovic looking to reverse here.
Votaw tried a single leg dump for a takedown, but Stepanovic hipped right into him and hasn't been able to finish.
5 seconds to go. Action's really picked up on this match.
Both up. Be ready.
3 seconds. And both these guys are really moving here.
Votaw had control there right at the end, just couldn't beat the buzzer.
He is a junior, 5'9", 17 years old. Stepanovic, a senior, also 17 and 5'9". Votaw will take the top here. He leads 4-2, looking for his school's first points of this championship dual team match.
Red.
Providence with a 19-0 lead, and again, they couldn't be happier with the way things have gone so far in the first 5 weights. They've forced DeKalb into a position where they have to earn bonus points in several matches now in order to get back into it.
Green is still down.
A minute 27 to go. The score remains 4-2 for DeKalb.
Set. Come on.
A lot of comments coming from the bench.
Caution, green.
Now we get a caution against Providence here.
Red.
What happened there, Rob?
Right here.
Caution against DeKalb for improper starting position with the right hand. Kind of thing that'll sometimes happen with inexperience. You drill those things, and you get in this situation. Sometimes you just get a little careless.
Stepanovic trying to break free and get an escape point here. And look at Votaw. Coming up to 1 minute left here in period 2.
Couldn't quite break the hand control, Stepanovic couldn't. Nearly got dumped to his back right there at the edge.
Set. Come on, Red.
Right here, Stepanovic trying to break the hands, still trying to break the hands, but you can see that Votaw kept the hands locked behind the back and maintained control.
Caution, red.
Now they caution Votaw on the start,
Position is here, not over here, all right?
telling him where to properly line up.
Guys, don't do it. All right, set. Come on. On green.
There's the escape
Neutral.
for Stepanovic. Stepanovic now, under a minute to go.
Votaw got the leg, not able to work up. Stepanovic trying to come behind him.
He's got a tough job to get that right leg free.
Now he does have two.
Yeah, 2 points now. He takes the lead. Stepanovic with a 5-4 edge.
And now Stepanovic.
Now Votaw has got
turned him on his back.
Got problems for Votaw. A lot of back points up here. And the whistle, 3 back points, so that makes it 8-4. Boy, the complexion of this match turned around very, very quickly.
This has got to be a great feeling for John Stepanovic. Watch here, just a simple tilt with the far arm, near arm trapped, and Votaw in a lot of trouble right here.
24 seconds left. Votaw now down 8-4.
Stepanovic been one of the wrestlers that other teams have been counting on for points against, but Stepanovic has been wrestling tough here in the second period.
Final 10 seconds here in period 2. Stepanovic with the 4-point lead.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go.
Referee says, let's move it. Time is out here in period 2 after 4 minutes. Providence with an 8-4 lead. Stepanovic over Roger Votaw.
Certainly this a match DeKalb was counting on to win. This would just about be the final nail in the coffin if Stepanovic can wrap it up here in the third period.
Then the issue might turn to see if DeKalb will score any points at all. Anybody ever thrown a no-hitter in this final?
Not so far, and I don't think it'll happen tonight. But what's happened so far as Stepanovic tried to tilt Votaw to his back again is that they haven't taken advantage of the weights where you would expect they'd earn points so far.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
30 seconds gone here in the third period. It's remaining an 8-4 edge for Providence.
And this is quite a turnaround for John Stepanovic. He's wrestling with all the confidence in the world right now. Votaw just been warned for stalling on the bottom.
Looks to me like Mr. Votaw may be out of gas right here. Coming up to the final minute.
Only wrestled 6 matches. He hasn't been in this kind of a situation before.
Come on, work in here. Let's go.
Now Stepanovic trying to see if he can get a major decision and earn bonus points. 45 seconds to go. Still the 4-point lead for Stepanovic, and green on top.
There's another tilt for Stepanovic. It's going to be more points.
Could be a pin right here. 3 more.
And this is going to be a great feeling for John Stepanovic.
11-4, 7 points. If he can get 1 more in the final 20 seconds, he will earn a bonus point for his team.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
He's a sub-500 wrestler, but he's going to win his final high school match, and that's got to be a great feeling.
Let's go. Let's go.
5 seconds to go. Stepanovic looking to put 1 more point on the board. He won't get it, but he'll get the decision. 11-4, 3 more points for Providence. We'll be back in just a minute.
The Firestone Supreme High Crank Battery, because it's better to give than to receive. This winter, starting your car is no big deal.
To the line, put it to Graham. He shoots one. He scores! No time left, but Cedar Hogarth indicates a goal. Ron Holgar says the Hawks have won the game. There's no time showing on the clock. The red light did not go on.
And the Hawks are celebrating a victory.
At Salosi Edelson Chevrolet, more people are buying all-purpose vehicles such as this conversion van.
And S10 Blazers.
And Suburbans.
And this S10 pickup at this low price.
Choose from hundreds of trucks ready for immediate delivery.
And we guarantee you won't beat our price on any new Chevrolet truck, or we'll give you back the difference in cash.
At York and Roosevelt Roads, where you always save more money.
Hi, everybody. This is Gary Thorne with Jeff Torborg, and we invite you to join us for our premiere show of Sox 89 Weekly. We're going to take a look at the Chicago White Sox 89 version, some of the new faces who are involved, one of the new coaches who may help them hit a whole lot better, and we're also going to talk with this guy who's in charge on the field and is excited about it.
Thank you, Gary. Yeah, I'm really excited about this ball club, excited about this show. I think the fans will really enjoy what we have in store for them.
And we'll give Jeff a chance to go around the diamond on the White Sox 89. That's all coming up. Join us, won't you?
We're back at West Leyden. This is Jerry Evans in black for DeKalb and Fred Ratio for Providence. The 140-pounders, a 22-0 lead for Providence New Lenox. Evans with a record of 31-10 for the Barbs, and Fred Ratio 26-19, including 9 pins. Both young men are seniors.
Evans, a state qualifier, in fact, was a sectional champion for DeKalb. You would think that this would be DeKalb's chance to break the shutout and put some points on the board.
"35 seconds gone here in period number 1. No scoring thus far. David Matthews of Naperville, the lead official here, the lead referee, the assistant referee, Gene Swercheski of Hoffman Estates. We've told you both men have been alternating in the alternating matches. Gene Swercheski is wearing a microphone, so that is his voice you'll be hearing.
Easy now.
1 minute gone here in period number 1. Still no score. Aggressive move by Evans. Will he be able to finish it? But Ratio quickly on the stand-up.
Ankle pick by Evans. He'll be trying to finish that takedown. Still hasn't been able to do it.
Do something with it.
Swercheski saying do something with it. They might have called a stalemate, but the kick out, and Evans has got the takedown.
Nice move by Jerry Evans.
30 seconds.
Let's take a look at that takedown again. 2-0 for DeKalb.
One thing you want to do with this move is to lift that leg as high as you can. Nice kick out of the posted leg by Evans, and he got the takedown.
Let's listen in on the conference here. Get a caution here. Didn't see against who, Rob, did you?
Caution against Evans.
Against DeKalb. 22 seconds left in the first period, and Jerry Evans has the lead, 2-0.
He cautioned red because red wasn't even set in red move.
The referee explaining to Dan Cliff what the caution of his wrestler was all about.
False start by Evans there.
15 seconds left in period 1. Ratio trying to escape. And he does. He gets the point. So it's 2-1. 4 seconds to go here in the first period. And there it is. After 2 minutes, 2-1 for DeKalb's Jerry Evans.
Right here, you can see Evans with those long arms and legs was going to try a cradle, but here is Ratio breaking the hand control and escaping.
Evans on the bottom. Ratio will start up top in the second 2 minutes here. Ratio trying for the 2-point takedown.
Nothing there. Nothing there.
Now, let's see what happens here. 2 points on the reversal for Evans. Evans with a 4-1 lead. 30 seconds gone in period 2. Off the mat and back they'll come. Both young men with good records this year. We mentioned Evans 31-10, Ratio 26-19 and 2 draws. And Evans trying to get DeKalb's first points.
Watch the arm. Watch the arm.
Evans with a lot of leverage with those long arms and legs.
1
Excellent
minute
on
gone.
the mat.
Halfway through the match. 4-1, Evans in black leads. Coming up next, we're going to see the undefeated 145-pound champ for Providence New Lenox, Sean Bourmet. And DeKalb really would not like to see him come out on the mat without having scored a point. Still 4-1 the score here with DeKalb's Jerry Evans leading. Seconds to go now.
30,
Second period.
30.
Five seconds to go. They're off the mat.
Stall warning issued to Ratio on the bottom there. Not improving his position.
4 seconds left here in the second period. And Evans being very aggressive here. And there is the end of period number 2. Jerry Evans can hold on or improve. DeKalb will have its first match. Evans on top, Ratio on the bottom. Ratio already has been warned once for stalling.
Watch the ankle.
I frankly don't understand the decision to take bottom for the third period by Ratio. Couldn't escape in the second period. He's going to work long and hard to try and get an escape here, although he has gained the escape. Loss of control by Evans.
So it's a 4-2 match now. 20 seconds gone here.
High single leg again.
Down goes Ratio. Good takedown. Another 2 points for Evans. And very quickly, David Matthews jumping in there to break the wrestlers because Ratio's knee and calf were...
Another single leg right here. Kick out by Evans, and he's got that knee, the leg bent back, as you can see. And the referee stopped that very quickly.
30 seconds gone, the final period. 4-point lead here for Jerry Evans. He lets his man escape, so it's now 6-3, a 3-point advantage. Dan Cliff yelling lots of encouragement to his wrestler. A minute 12 to go. It's still a 3-point lead. Ratio starting to work now. See what happens. Evans fighting it off and gets another takedown. 8-3, 5-point lead with 50 seconds to go. Jerry Evans looks in good shape here to win this match for DeKalb. An escape for Ratio. 8-4.
40 seconds.
Evans with an arm spin throw there. Almost got another takedown right on the edge.
.30 seconds to go. Back they come with 4 ticks off the clock, 26 left. For the score, and we get the warning here.
Evans just blocking, warned for stalling right here.
Evans says something that cracked up the referee. I don't know what it was. 15 seconds to go, and DeKalb is looking good in this match. Down they go. 8 seconds left. Jerry Evans. Looks like he's going to win one here. Win one big. And there it is. 10-4, the final score. 3 points. The first 3 points for DeKalb. The work of Jerry Evans at 140 pounds.
Right here.
This will be a good one here.
Okay. Here is Sean Bourmet against Mike Walt. Bourmet in green, Walt for DeKalb in the black. Bourmet,
two green,
gets his first takedown. State champ this year, undefeated, 52-0, 47 pins. He is a senior, 5'8", 17 years old. Walt, one of the better wrestlers around, but he has got a monumental task tonight. He's 32-12 with a draw. Came in 6th in the state this year.
Final high school match for Sean Bourmet, who has set record after record this season. He's got 47 pins. That's a state record. He's 52-0. The 52 wins is a state record, and last night he won his 182nd career match. That too is a state record. So he's taken home a lot of record book items before he's through, and this might be a pin, number 48.
Looking quickly, a minute 15 left to go here in the first period. Bourmet with a 2-0 lead, but that's small potatoes now. Easy on the arm, says Gene Wierczewski. 1 minute gone.
Bourmet wins this match, as he almost certainly will. It'll be his 184th career win, only 6 losses and a tie. One of the greatest wrestlers in Illinois history.
Easy with it now, easy with it, easy with it. Keep it next to the body, keep it next to the body.
Bourmet moving again. 30 seconds to go here.
Another power move by Bourmet, pulling the arm behind the head and stepping across with the hips. And he's got Mike Wald in a lot of trouble right here.
Give him 3 points. 5-0, 10 seconds to go. Bourmet is not taking prisoners in this match.
You hear the referee, Gene Wierczewski, saying easy, easy, easy. And the fact of the matter is that Bourmet is so much more physically advanced than most of his competition. A lot of officials are afraid he'll hurt his opponents, even though he's not intentionally trying to hurt them. He's just that much farther ahead of his competition.
6 ticks left here in the first period. And it's a 5-0 lead after 2 minutes for Sean Bourmet over Mike Walt.
Down. Red shoes is down. Sit still.
Second period coming up now. Mike's brother Sam, decision by Doug Bradley of Providence earlier at 1:30. Wall trying to sit up, can't. Bourmet keeping him down.
Bourmet trying to lock up a cradle, something we don't see him throw too often.
30 seconds gone in the second period. Still 5-0 for Sean Bourmet. Lets him go. They award a point to Mike Walt of DeKalb.
No, both times.
Quick move by Bourmet, but off the mat.
That's where Bourmet is so dangerous. Push the head down, spin behind. Very few people as quick and powerful with that move as Bourmet.
Let's go.
There he goes again.
Green.
2 more, 7-1. Letting him go again. Bourmet obviously very willing to swap 2 for 1 or even 3 or maybe even a pin.
Watch how you pull.
Mike Walt's hanging in there.
Trying to keep Walt from hanging on that knee.
15 seconds to go, second period. 5-point lead for Sean Bourmet. Swarczewski breaks.
You ready?
Walt, 2 more points on another takedown. 9-2.
Bourmet putting on a clinic on his feet.
Wrestle, wrestle, wrestle.
Another
Bourmet.
takedown on an ankle pick.
That's it, 9-2 now. Bourmet is giving up 4 inches in height, but certainly doesn't seem to be bothering him, and the quickness is something that Bourmet is so dominant with. Strength and quickness, not a bad combination.
Bourmet choosing the top position, may give up the intentional escape, may try to ride him. Looks like he'll try to ride him.
9-2. 7-point lead for Sean Bourmet of Providence. Providence leads in the match 22-3 in the competition.
Bourmet riding very high, which is what you have to do to earn back points. Looking for that reverse half Nelson again with that left arm where you see him bending it behind the back.
Keep it down. That's good. You're all right. Keep it next to the body.
Now he's going to come around. He's got it trapped.
Walt fighting it off. Now he lets him go. And some of the DeKalb crowd a little miffed at the way Bourmet is not just letting him escape, but pushing him away.
Now we've seen 2 violent escapes allowed by Bourmet. He's a little bit frustrated that he can't turn Mike Walt and try and get a pin.
This time he just lets him go. 9-4. Here he goes.
A double arm throw. This might be a pin here.
There it is.
5:01. Bourmet finishes his career. With his 48th pin of the season. That's a state record. Not only a state record, he broke the old record by 11. Almost unheard of.
That's not the way to win friends.
The official said that's not the way to win friends. I don't think Sean Bourmet was looking for a pen pal.
Well, I think Sean Bourmet can take care of himself, but he finishes off Mike Walt with a headlock right here. Just eases those hips over, and there it is. There's the pin.
So Ken Gerters with a pin at 125. Bourmet with a pin for Providence at 145. 28-3, the lead grows for the Celtics. Moving up to 152 for DeKalb. The clock did not run at all, so we're going to have to take some time off. And Paul Hadley for DeKalb in the black. And Jim Bennett for Providence.
I've got a clock up here. There's 14 seconds.
Okay, we're ready.
14 seconds right off the clock, you heard the referee say.
That's it. Ready?
And that's what they're going to put up.
Here we go,
146 on the big clock. Bennett, a record of 40-10 with 2 draws. Gets 2 points on the takedown here. Hadley, 29-8. And the escape for Paul Hadley.
Bennett very tough on his feet. Hadley trying to finish a single leg takedown. Bennett trying to scoot the hips.
Watch the knee
cover
now.
out behind. Hadley still with the
control
with the hold of the leg.
Right leg, yeah. 2-1 the score for Bennett.
Yeah, 2.
And they break him again because they have to check up on the scoreboard. Let's listen in.
Yeah, takedown. 2 and then 1.
Score should be 4-2 in favor of Bennett.
Come here. You guys stay right. Talk to him. Stay right there.
Let's double check here. Right, and Matthews says it should be 2 for Hadley. So we're straight. Rob, they listen to you. Bennett trying a move there. 45 seconds to go in the first period.
Bennett with that front headlock, trying to throw Hadley by for the takedown. Can't finish the move.
30 seconds now, 30 seconds.
4-2 the score, 1:30 gone here in the first period. Jim Bennett leading. DeKalb on the short end of a 28-3 team score. 2 more points on the takedown for Bennett, makes it 6-2.
Watch that knee.
Concern over Bennett's knee, and now a point, an escape point for Bennett. Check it for Hadley at 6-3, and that's the end of the first period.
You know, it's hard to believe, but if Bennett wins this match, Providence will have clinched the state title with 4 matches to go. Just amazing. Right here we have Hadley executing a stand-up, throws off Bennett's leg and gets the escape.
Opening the second period, Bennett allowing Hadley to escape. Makes the score 6-4.
Arm throw by Bennett, couldn't quite finish it. Hands locked behind the back. Spun behind for the takedown, but ruled off the edge of the mat.
Bennett trying for another 2 points.
Watch that knee. Watch his knee in there now. 1 minute.
Can Hadley accomplish something here by turning Bennett on his back? Under a minute to go in period 2. 6-4 the score in favor of Providence.
Unable to finish the move. Couldn't quite gain control of Bennett's hips. If he had, it would have been a takedown, but Bennett able to scoot the hips up and get the stalemate call and a fresh start.
$35.
Still have supporting points inside, so they're allowed to wrestle.
Same situation we just saw. Hadley unable to finish this double leg shot. Bennett with the crotch lift and gets another stalemate.
14 seconds left, second period.
Providence's wrestlers have a lot of freestyle experience in the spring and summer, and you can see what Bennett just did there with the crotch lift. Here comes another one, trying to counter Hadley's takedown move. That's why they're such good scramblers. It's very difficult to finish a move against them.
End of the second period, a 2-point match with Providence and Jim Bennett ahead by a score of 6-4. We're at 152. Providence has 2 pins to its credit. Jerry Evans getting the only points for DeKalb with the decision at 140. 7-4 the score. Bennett with the 3-point lead for Providence New Lenox.
Again, Hadley unable to finish a leg shot. Bennett countering with a crotch lift and gets the takedown on the spin behind.
9-4. A minute 15 to go. Back to the center.
Starts at red clock.
Now we get an injury time here. They're looking at Hadley.
All right. Let me know in a half a minute.
Maybe testing that knee. Clock is running, and you're allowed, in this case, 2 minutes of injury time.
Hadley a little wobbly on those legs.
All right, stop the clock.
Nine to
40
4.
seconds.
Paul Hadley on the bottom. Jim Bennett with the top position and the 5-point lead.
1 minute now.
Let's go.
45.
Granby roll try didn't quite work for Hadley there.
30 seconds.
Both are seniors. Hadley is 18, Bennett 17. Now we get a stall call.
Stalling against Bennett on the top, not improving his position.
.24 seconds to go in this match. Right now, it looks like 3 more points for Providence.
15 now, 15.
9-4 the score. Jim Bennett locking up another 3 points for his team. 5 seconds left.
2.
And there it is. 9-4, the score of that match. Bennett the winner over Hadley. We'll be back with the next match at 160 pounds in just a minute. Stay tuned.
Ray Harrod, the king of Nissan, says forget the list price and make us an offer. King Nissan, the Midwest's largest Nissan dealer, #1 in sales because nobody sells Nissans for less. So forget the list price. Make us an offer on new 89 Maximas, Stanzas, and Sentras. That's right, make us an offer on any new 89 240 SXs, Pulsars, and 300ZX. Forget the list price on trucks, Pathfinders, and vans. Just make us an offer and get the deal of your life. Plus, rebates up to $5,000. No money down financing. And payments as low as $97 per month on new Sentras and trucks. Nobody sells Nissans for less than Ray Harrod's King Nissan, 5757 West 2E in Niles.
For great personal service and low everyday prices, check the lineup at your neighborhood True Value hardware store, where the March hardware value of the month is this ITT Trendline telephone. It's the economical way to add an extra phone, and you'll like its handy last number redial. Plus, it mounts on the wall or sits on a desk. In March, get the ITT Trendline telephone for just $19.88, where you see the banner at participating True Value hardware stores and home centers.
These guys are tough. These guys mean business. These guys don't fool around. Wrestling fans, get set for some of the most rock'em sock'em action ever to take place inside the squared circle. Get up off your chair and stomp your feet every Friday night for all the excitement of World Conference Wrestling.
Time for the 160-pound match for Providence. Tom Gens, just a sophomore, in the green. Brad Hookirk, a senior for DeKalb. Hookirk's record 13-6 and 1 draw. Gens limited experience here, a 3-4 record. This is where Mike Stonich might have been, right?
Gens, one of the wrestlers pressed into service when Mike Stonich broke his foot just before the individual state tournament. And it's really a credit to Providence that they have just kept rolling right along despite the loss of Stonich, who was one of their top individuals without a doubt. I don't know if they really felt they could win the state meet without him when he first went down, but they certainly have come back and have been impressive nonetheless.
Stonich, a potential state champion at 152. It was a total freak accident. It was had nothing to do with wrestling. It was snowmobiling, and I guess broke his foot, right?
In fact, Providence weighed Stonich in this morning at 152 pounds. Of course, didn't wrestle him, but wanted to feel a little bit a part of the team today. No. And you can see he's over there on the bench. And he never did have a cast on the foot. The foot is just heavily taped.
All right, stop. Stop the clock.
Gens got a poke in the eye, a little bit of injury time running off, but he seems to be okay.
All right, be ready, guys. Here we go.
Providence had a real tough time in the semifinal with Marist. That match literally went to a tiebreaker.
Stay in the circle. Stay in the circle.
That's correct. It's a match that many thought would have been an excellent final, but with the blind draw system for the state pairings, it just didn't happen that way. Providence the winner 30-30, but they had won 7 matches to 6 for Marist, so they advanced to the final.
That's about as close as you can get. Meanwhile, DeKalb with an easier time over Proviso East to get here. 40 seconds to go here in period number 1. No scoring yet.
Boys. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Brad Hookirk for DeKalb in black. Tom Gens for Providence in green. And the official imploring both of them to get on with it and improve their positions a bit. So they'll come back here with 23 seconds to go.
All right, be ready.
DeKalb advanced to the championship final with a 28-22 win over Proviso East. In the quarterfinals, they defeated Lane Tech of Chicago by a score of 40-18. In addition to their 30-30 match criteria win over Marist in the semifinals, Providence defeated Conant by a score of 30-22 in the quarterfinals. They definitely had the tougher bracket coming into this final.
You said being able to win without one of its top wrestlers has to be a credit to them. That's the end of the first period. No score here at 160 pounds.
Red down.
Hookirk will be on the bottom here to start the second period by choice. Gens, the sophomore, up top in green.
Set. Come on, Green. Green. Watch where you pull that leg now, DeKalb. Watch where you pull that leg.
Here's Wierczewski talking about Hookirk pulling that leg around of Gens. They break the hold as potentially dangerous. 1:43 to go here. Still no score. We're in the second period at 160 pounds.
Priority of the officials, of course, to watch for the safety of the wrestlers. Knee injuries are very common in this sport as Hookirk gets a reversal.
First 2 points of the match with 1:30 gone, or 1:30 to go, we should say. Hookirk has got 3-inch height advantage on Gens. 5'10" to 5'7".
Hookirk looking for some near fall points here. He's got a tilt in.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
The official looking to get some more action into this match. A minute's gone by here in the second period. Still just a 2-0 score.
Hookirk with that far arm trap trying to pull in a half Nelson, but
work to turn him now. Let's go. Watch the back. Watch the back. Watch the back. Get off his back.
Here's Wierczewski get off his back. 30 seconds to go, second period. And now we get a stalling call.
Stalling call against Gens on the bottom. Head down on the mat. That's a sure recipe for getting called on stalling when you're on the bottom.
15 seconds to go, second period. Still 2-0 for the wrestler in black, Brad Hookirk of DeKalb. 5 seconds here.
2 seconds.
Okay, they'll go to the third period. Still anybody's match. Hookirk doing most of the work right there on top.
Almost had back points right there at the buzzer. Couldn't quite get the 2 count he would have required in order to get back points.
Shoelace time.
All right, here we go. Both up. Step in. Be ready.
Just a switch here as Hookirk stands up.
Nice
buries
reversal.
Gens in the mat and gets the 2 points.
Back to live action. 10 seconds gone in period 3. Hookirk still with that slim 2-0 lead on the basis of that reversal. And now another takedown. 4 points for Hookirk.
Keep it down. Keep that arm down.
Headlock attempt by Gens didn't pan out. Hookirk still had the penetration and he got the
Keep that arm
takedown.
down. Now, I'm not going to tell you again. Keep it down. Got red.
1:10 to go in this match. Hookirk with the 4-point lead.
To escape on the bottom. Let's go.
Wierczewski telling Gens to work up. Had his head down on the mat there for a while.
Stalemate.
Stalemate call, 50 seconds left. 4-0 the score remains with Hookirk in black now saying he got poked in the eye.
More contact. Yeah.
Maybe a
start over there.
Contact lens.
It looks like a contact lens forced out of place a little bit there.
You're down when we come back.
Yep. 50 seconds left in this match. Still 4-0.
All right, here we go.
Ged's
Stop
getting
the
some
clock.
instructions from his bench.
How much? 24 seconds time. Green, you're down. 50 seconds left. All right, Green, get set. All right, Red, come on.
Wojcicki trying to ride out the final 49 here. Get some more points for his team.
Keep it down. Now,
They
keep that
trail
down.
31-3.
Stop. That's going to cost you 1 point. That's 1 point, Green.
And
that's an illegal hold.
an illegal hold called against Hukirk. Now it's 4-1. And Hukirk's a little steamed right here. 41 seconds to go.
Come on.
Illegal hold, a full Nelson.
Now, if Gens is going to do anything, he better do it now. 30 seconds left. 4-1. He trails.
Up. Warning, Red, stalling.
Now the call on Hukirk for stalling.
Warning for stalling on top.
No point deduction yet.
Right, set. Come on, Red.
This may be the longest 25 seconds in Hukirk's life, the way the last 10 have gone. And he's hanging in there.
No Red.
15.
No Red. Come on, Red, do something in here. Let's go.
You hear it. Come on, Red, do something. He's about to get called for stalling.
Red.
5 seconds to go. Gens fighting it out, but it's too late. And another win for DeKalb. Brett Hukirk with a 4-1 decision. And that adds 3 more points to the Barbs. 31-6 now for Providence.
This is 171 coming up, right?
Now we go to the 171-pounders. Doug Anderson for DeKalb, a senior, 17 years old, 29-6 record. And Nick Naponsky, a junior for Providence. Naponsky, 17-10, just 16 years old. Well, this will be Providence's second straight team title, and you can see the depth of this team as well as its execution.
Very difficult to overcome the loss of one of your best wrestlers, as Providence had to do when they lost Mike Stonich. But they've certainly done it, and done it easily.
Right, and it was tougher to do in the quarters and in the semis than it has been here tonight in the finals. And let's explain that a little bit. The 2 points here going for DeKalb for Doug Anderson. The draw is a blind draw.
It's a blind draw, and you never know what's going to happen. The unfortunate part of the blind draw is that Providence and Marist have entered the state tournament 3 years in a row, ranked number 1 and number 2 in the state of Illinois. And for 3 years in a row, they have been unable to meet in the finals because of the blind draw system. They've met twice in the semifinals, once in the quarterfinals, and you almost wonder if somebody up there doesn't like them.
I'm sure Mark Gervais would agree with that.
Gervais, of course, had the upper hand 2 years ago in 1987 when his Marist team won the state title. The last 2 years, Providence has come out on top.
Final 30 seconds of period 1. Doug Anderson in black for DeKalb, the 2-0 lead right now over Nick Naponsky of Providence.
15 seconds now, 15. 5, 2.
Okay, end of the first period, 2-0 count. Doug Anderson with the lead. We'll tell you now the broadcast rights to this afternoon's state wrestling championships have been granted to Sports Vision by the Illinois High School Association. Any reproduction or rebroadcast of this event without the written consent of Sports Vision and the IHSA is prohibited. Don Robinson has been our IHSA representative here for wrestling, along with Jim Flynn. We appreciate their help. Just about set here for period number 2. Levere Astroth, the Executive Secretary, Dave Fry, Associate Executive Secretary, Charlene Bremberg Olabundi, as well as Messrs. Flynn and Robinson. IHSA coverage all seasons long, right here on Sports Vision. Mike Lederman here along with Rob Sherrill. And we are now at the 171-pound match, about midway through it. Doug Anderson of DeKalb leading by a score of 2-0 over Nick Naponsky of Providence. Providence far out ahead in this match. In the meet, 31 points to 6. Only 2 pins have been at the hands of Providence wrestlers. Both of them state champions. Ken Gerdes at 125, Sean Burnett at 145. Now let's see what Naponsky's trying to do here. Stalemate call, no points.
This win will be Providence's 60th consecutive dual meet win. Certainly far from a record, but quite an accomplishment. They haven't lost a dual meet since the semifinals to Marist 2 years ago in the state tournament. Finished 3rd that year, winning the 3rd place match. Went 31-0 last year and winning the state title, and they'll finish this year 28-0.
Under a minute here in period 2. Another 2 points, a reversal here for DeKalb. 4-0 the count.
Granby roll for Anderson. Helped him score that reversal, and now 4-0 lead.
We'll have another look at it on the replay.
Here's Naponsky with a crossbody ride. Here comes the roll by Anderson. Naponsky loses the hand control. Hips down on the mat. Anderson takes over. It's a reversal.
30 seconds left here in the second period.
Easy on you.
Anderson called for a potentially dangerous hold.
Anderson trying to run that arm bar to get Naponsky to his back.
David Matthews, the referee, explaining it to him.
Came down just a little bit too far.
27 seconds left here in the second period.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Anderson with the advantage here and doing some riding on Naponsky in the final 7 seconds.
2.
And that's the end of the second period. 4-0 the score remains to the advantage of DeKalb's Doug Anderson. This is the 171-pound match. Naponsky selecting the up position to start the final 2 minutes.
Anderson's broken the hand control. If he can get his head out here, he'll have a reversal, and there
he does, and he has.
Watch it, watch it.
Anderson wrestling a good match here.
Should be the 3rd win for DeKalb in this match.
Anderson's got the right arm of Naponsky.
Green it.
Trying to work him over. Boy, you watch the way the officials are right on top of things.
Officials very concerned about the safety of the wrestlers, as you can see, as a stall warning is issued to Naponsky.
Of course, our camera's pretty close to the action too. Better be careful. He might be subject to a takedown.
1 minute.
58 seconds left to go in this match. 6-0 for Doug Anderson, the senior from DeKalb. Anderson has been the aggressor throughout this match. And it's paying off from in points. We get a stall call now that'll cost a point to Neponsky. So it's a 7-0 lead and one more point. And Anderson will get some bonus points here. Can he do it? The DeKalb crowd is calling for it.
Neponsky with his head down on the mat. That's a certain invitation to stalling, and he's still got it right there as Anderson tries to run the arm.
19 seconds left. And another stall call, so it'll be another point, and that will mean an 8-point margin for DeKalb. 7 seconds left.
5 now, 5.
And Mr. Anderson has got bonus points. He's got a win. And that gets DeKalb in double figures, 31-10. An 8-0 count. And he's congratulated by his teammates. A good job by DeKalb's Doug Anderson. Takes us to 189, our next to last match here. And the third of Providence's state champions takes the mat. Mike McClarence. He's got knee braces. He's had shoulder braces, but he's got a state championship. And McClarence very much of an underdog going into that final. McClarence with a move there right at the edge of the mat on his opponent, Tyler Donnelly. Donnelly and McClarence, both seniors, and Donnelly now needs little attention here.
Hip lift by McClarence there. It looks like Donnelly got a case of turf toe there, maybe. Got his toes jammed right into that gym floor. Both these wrestlers that you're seeing out there, McClarence and Donnelly. Right here you'll see the double leg takedown attempt by Donnelly and McClarence.
All right, stop the clock.
Donnelly hits those tootsies right on the gym floor.
Slam-o. Anyway, talking about McClarence,
McClarence had a
shoulder
pin.
injury, right?
McClarence had a pin over Mike Maloney of Marist in the semifinals.
Look at that
There's a flow.
speed.
Lateral drop. Double underhook throw by McClarence. He might be ready to finish it right here.
Donnelly working hard to stay out of it.
Easy now. I got 3.
And 3 points.
Stop.
Marist and Providence were tied. Marist and Providence were tied 24-24 heading into McClarence's match. A pin would have clinched it for the Celtics, and McClarence got it. A pin in 2:54 over Mike Maloney. And Tyler Donnelly did the same for DeKalb in his match against Proviso East. Got a takedown with 10 seconds left in that match to win his match 6-5 and clinch a finals trip for DeKalb. So both these wrestlers were heroes for their teams in the semifinals.
Off the mat they go. 1:02 left here in the first period. McClarence and Green leading 5-1. We don't see his shoulder benched up this week.
Another throw for McClarence. This could be it.
There it is. 105. And McClarence keeps the streak alive. All 3 state champions have pins.
Third pin for Providence in this match. All 3 of them by the state champions, Ken Gerdes, Sean Bourmet, and Mike McClarence.
McClarence missing most of December with a shoulder injury. In the state championship individual finals, he was all bandaged up in the shoulder, but managed to win handily against a favorite opponent. And it only took him 1:05 to put away his opponent here with the pin. And that brings us to the final match of the evening. Eric Baker for DeKalb in black, Marty Nowak for Providence. Both are seniors. And these guys are moving. Baker 16-15. Nowak 21-20 and a draw.
Nowak with the first scoring chance, trying a double underhook throw. Nice rethrow by Baker to stay out of trouble.
Good call.
Couldn't quite finish it.
Off the mat. Baker trying a leg attack now. Nowak out to the side, spins behind for the takedown.
That's the first 2 points of the match.
Now Nowak trying to butcher him over to his back.
And an escape point given to Baker. 2-1 now. Nowak leads.
Not going to last long. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Nowak with his hands locked behind the back. He needs to step and pop the hips to try and get a throw. Baker trying a headlock, but Nowak slips the head and gets the takedown.
4-1. 40 seconds to go. First period. Heavyweight match. The 275 pounders. 275 pound maximum. $30 seconds now. Look out, Nowak looking for the pin. He's got back points already. Does he have the pin? Going. Gone. 144.
Fourth pin of the match for Providence, and they end this one in style.
Boy, do they. 43-10, the final count. And quite a finish here for the Celtics. Let's take a look.
Right here, Nowak catches Baker leaning. He's got his hips on the mat. Just takes him back with a reverse half Nelson. And it's just a matter of time.
The official time, 1:44 of the match. The fourth pin, there it is. Well, both teams congratulating each other. The show of sportsmanship very much a part and very much an important part of this exhibition, this match. We'll be back for the awards presentations in just a minute.
When you walk through the doors of Solozzi Edelson Chevrolet, there are two things we always guarantee.
First, selection. Choose from thousands of new Chevrolet cars and trucks ready for immediate delivery.
Second is price. Whatever you choose, we'll always guarantee you the very best price, or we'll give you back the difference in cash.
So for the guaranteed best selection and best price, visit Solozzi Edelson Chevrolet in Elmhurst at York and Roosevelt Roads, where you always save more money.
Hi, I'm Jeff Chase, your host each week on the Tennis Magazine Show. We've got all that and much more right here on this station.
For years, you've seen great moments every day on Sports Vision.
Rebound, Secord to Savard in the corner. Savard shoots, he scores! Dennis Savard from a bad angle, about 5 feet from the goal line extended, pulled the trigger, and beat Melanson.
Sports Vision is now Sports Channel. Sports is still our first name, and you'll continue to see great moments every day. And in April, Sports Channel continues exclusive NHL coverage highlighted all month by the Stanley Cup playoffs. Plus, each week, catch Talkin' Hockey with Sports Channel's Pat Foley, Dale Talon, and Hawk coach Mike Keenan as they analyze playoff action. Sports Channel, still Chicago's winners on cable.
Providence has won its second straight Class AA championship. Let's go to the award ceremonies now, and Gene Drendel on the public address.
Presenting the medallions to the squads in the Class A second place team will be Dr. George Schaefer and Mr. Bill Curry from Leiden High School. Please meet the Barbs of DeKalb, who finished the 1989 season in second place with a record of 22 wins and 1 loss. Their principal, Bernie Looney. Head coach, Dan Cliff.
Dan Cliff, his 6th season, and he comes
Terry
in second.
McCoy, Dick Lindenberger, Lance Kakowski, and now wrestlers, Frank Lacone.
Frank Lacone, the freshman. We'll see a lot of him in the next 3 years.
Randy Burt. John Doak. Andy Heinisch. Sam Walt. Cass Lundgren. Roger Votaw. Jerry Evans. Mike Walt. Paul Hadley. Jason Keck. Brett Holkirk. Doug Anderson. Justin Keck. Tyler Donnelly. Mike Doherty. Eric Baker. Assistant coaches Al Nordman, Doug Spiewak, and Arch Reholtz.
The Bards of DeKalb.
At this time, please meet the Celtics of Providence.
End of a fine season for them, and end of a fabulous season for these folks. 28-0.
As the Class 2A
the Celtics of Providence, New Lenox.
The final record of 28-0. Their principal is Dr. Richard McGrath. Head coach Mike Poles. Assistant coach Tom Rossiano. Assistant coach Van Sanko. Assistant coach Bob Ryan. And now the wrestlers. Luke Pascal. Ryan Maher. Sean Maher. B.J. Wilkowski. Jeff Courtright. Ken Gertis.
Ken Gertis, state champ, got
Doug
a pin.
Bradley.
Doug Bradley won his match.
Pat O'Brien. John Stepanovich.
Big win for him tonight.
Fred Ratio. Casey Messamore. Sean Bourmet.
There's Sean Bourmet, the pinning machine.
Mike Stonich.
There's Mike Stonich, broken
Jim
foot and all.
Bennett. Tom Jens. Nick Naponsky. Mike McClarence.
Mike McClarence, who pinned his man.
Bill Nowak. Marty Nowak.
Marty Nowak.
Mike Tavarthan.
And here comes the trophy.
Presenting the Class 2A
Robinson,
second place
the
trophy
IHSA.
will be Don Robinson, Assistant Executive Director of the IHSA. Will coach Dan Cliff and the captains of DeKalb High School please step forward to receive your second place trophy.
Okay, there's the award presentation to Coach Dan Cliff and the Barbs of DeKalb. Hold it high. Quite an achievement.
Next, the 1989 Class 2A state champion, Providence New Lenox. Coach Mike Poles, please step forward, and the captain of the Providence.
Mike Poles waves to everybody. Everybody's a captain right now. And there it is. Whoa! The trophy almost got a reverse for 2 points there. There it is. Okay, we'll be back to have a word with Coach Mike Poles in just a minute. Let's take a break right now. You're watching Sports Vision.
It's time to visit one of the world's great garden spots. The Lawn and Garden Department at your local True Value hardware store, where you'll find enough nitrogen-rich Green Thumb lawn food to cover 5,000 square feet for just $6.49. This Green Thumb drop spreader with handle-mounted flow control is only $24.88. And choose your favorite Green Thumb shrub or garden fertilizer. They're just $1.77 each at participating True Value hardware stores and home centers.
Oh, great king of the jungle, who's the best of the car dealers?
Please tell us.
When it comes to automobiles, there's only one, Bob Royman.
I'm Easter Bunny Bob with a basket full of savings for you at Schaumburg Honda Automobiles. Save the green on this new 89 Honda Civic hatchback for just $63.85, or this new 89 Accord Coupe for just $10,627.
There's only one, Bob Royman.
Hippity hop on over to Schaumburg Honda Automobiles.
It's an indoor soccer shootout of champions. Northern Illinois University's 1988 Illinois Governor's Cup champions versus Indiana University's 1988 NCAA champs. It all happens Sunday, March 26th, 5 p.m. at the Odeum in Villa Park. Tickets may be purchased through the Odeum box office on game day only, or for advance ticket purchase, call NIU head coach Willie Roy at 815-753-1372.
A really tough bracket. You won convincingly tonight. Was it the kind of thing where you were worried about a letdown after such a tough quarterfinal and semifinal?
No, I really wasn't worried about a letdown because, you know, our kids face tough competition week in and week out, you know, during the season, and they've risen to the occasion, you know, all season, and I wasn't worried about them doing it again.
Who would have thought that you'd lose one of your best wrestlers in Mike Stonich? I'm sure we were really thrilled with the fact that he got hurt. And I'm being extremely facetious because that's quite a blow. What was your first reaction? There goes the championship, there goes the state?
No, I never really thought about it that way, and I didn't want the kids to think that way. I thought we still had a chance, and I was right, I guess.
Yeah, you sure were.
We did.
Rob, you had some questions for Mike?
Mike, you had to be ecstatic the way things went, particularly the first 4 or 5 weights, to be up 16, 19 points going into the weights where DeKalb matched up with you a little better.
Exactly right, Rob. You know, I was happy that we were going into our higher weights with such a big lead, you know, and I knew we matched up well up there. you know, it was easy on me, you know, on the old heart there.
Yeah, you really do get around. I mean, you're very vocal when it comes to coaching. You tell these guys, you and your assistants both give an awful lot of instructions on the mat.
Yeah, you know, that's how we've been all year, you know, and the kids really respond to it. So as long as it's working.
Tell me a little bit about the training program, because people think, well, you just have your season and that's it. These kids have a commitment that stretches one way or another 365 days a year.
Yeah, that's true. Almost 365 days a year. You know, we like to say that, you know, wrestling is not really a sport for us, but it's a way of life. You know, and that's what they put into it.
Absolutely, and you got an awful lot out of it tonight and all season long. Mike, thanks so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There's the medal. It looks good. That's terrific, and we wish you lots of luck, and we hope to see you again next year.
Thank you. Thanks, Rob.
Congratulations,
Thanks.
Mike.
Appreciate it.
We'll be back to wrap things up in just a minute.
White Sox baseball, Chicago's American pastime, is just around the corner. The nation's oldest ballpark, the home of the Chicago White Sox, is filled with glory days of the past and anticipation of a bright new future.
It's a drive! Deep right field! It's a gunner! That's a White Sox winner! Dan Pasqua beat his old teammates with a home run! How about that?
Back in 1910, Charles Comiskey began the tradition of White Sox baseball, a team filled with great names that have always brought excitement to White Sox fans. Names like Louis Aparicio, Nellie Fox, Luke Appling, Bill Melton, Al Lopez, and Wilbur Wood.
Garland swings and hits a drive. Center field. It might go. It is out of here. A home run for Pud.
Welcome back.
Ozzie Guillen with a great stop. His throw got it. What a play by Guillen. Canseco the batter. Struck him out, and that's a White Sox winner.
Now, the 1989 White Sox continue the tradition of great names like Carlton Fisk, Ozzie Guillen, Bobby Thigpen, and Harold Baines.
There's a drive. That thing is hit. It's tagged deep. That ball is gone. A home run. He hit that against the wind. Harold Baines tags Dave Righetti for a two-run homer, and it's a brand new ball game at Comiskey Park.
Chicago's American pastime is returning to Sports Vision. Your station for the best in all Chicago sports is right here, Sports Vision.
All over America, people are investing their money in U.S. savings bonds. They pay competitive rates and they're free from state and local income tax. U.S. savings bonds. To find out more, call 1-800-US-BONDS.
Well, they're rolling up the mats here at West Leyden High School, and I guess we may be rolling out with it. Some final thoughts, Rob? A really good time for Providence.
Sure was. They've had a very long season. They wrestled a very difficult schedule, had to overcome some adversity, of course, when they lost Mike Stonich right before the state tournament. Came through a very tough bracket and a very tough final here, but they're the state champions. They've had a great season, and hats off to them.
And they won it convincingly tonight. We hope you've enjoyed it, both the coverage of the dual team and the individual championships. Rob's good working with you, and we'll make an appointment to do this again next year.
Same here, Mike. Good working with you.
All right, we hope you've enjoyed it too. Our next IHSA event will be the Girls Bowling Championships on Sunday at 9 p.m. The executive producer for tonight's matches has been Jim Corno. Tonight's match has been produced and directed by Michael Lair. with remote facilities provided by Trio Video of Chicago. Stay tuned next for the Indiana State Sycamore Sports Page, followed by Dodge Hockey Week. For Rob Sherrill, I'm Mike Liederman saying so long for from West Leyden High School. Once again, the final score, Providence 43, DeKalb 10. Providence, the IHSA AA State Wrestling Champions. The preceding has been an exclusive Sports Vision presentation, Chicago's Winners on Cable.